Hi guys, it's Stan Rosa and welcome to True Heel Heat.
What's up, everyone? It's the interview queen Alicia Toot here, and be sure to watch True Heel Heat.
This is the knockout artist, Chris Hero, and if you're looking for some true heel heat, you better listen to them boys.
Yo, what up? You know what it is. It's your boy AJ Francis reporting to you live from New York City, the birthplace of hip-hop. And I'm telling you that I'm only tuned in with True Heel Heat Wrestling. Holla at me.
I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter for AEWramble episode 159, Time of Your Life, reviewing last night's August 14th, 2024 edition of AEW Dynamite as only we can. And to do that, I am joined by my esteemed colleague, the man of 55,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews, your honest criticisms of Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling, as well as his amazing Yankee fitteds, the one and only Jimmy Macram.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell are you? I hope you're having a good... I don't care. Sorry. I hope you have a good time for the next 2 hours. I'll say that much.
Well, at least you wish them that. At least you wish them that. But yeah, we are back with the best AEW Dynamite review in the land. Sorry, folks. You know, Tony Khan watches the show, so we can take that claim. But yes, we are here back Thursdays, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, AEWramble. So we appreciate y'all if you are joining us live. We appreciate y'all if you're watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. Drop the thumbs up on this video. You can share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. And of course, if you're watching us on Facebook, drop a thumbs up, a heart emoji, an angry emoji, a laughing emoji. However, AEW Dynamite from August 14, 2024 made you feel. Let us know with those emotes over on Facebook. If you're watching us on Twitter, drop the heart, retweet the video. That helps the algorithm over there. But everybody watching on any of those platforms, you can sound off in the live chat. We'll try to highlight as many of your comments as possible, but if you want to make sure your comment is highlighted on screen, if you want to be a part of AEWramble as best you can send a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. You just hit the $ at the end of the chat, and you can send your support to what we do here. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here. We are a self-funded channel, or as Jimmy Macram says, we broke. We appreciate your support, and always goes to us. So we always thank you for that. But already in the chat, we got Hassan who says, let's roll up for AEW Dynamite Ramble review. We also got G Loke who's in the chat with us today saying, what it do at True Hill Heat? Man, smash up that like, cuz Big Jimmy finna go in this week. LOL.
I'm not going to go in. No, I'm not. For what? There's no need to go in. What you can do is actually just make a compilation of all the times I went in and then put that up and then pretend like that's a fucking show. You can do that. You do that. That works. That works for me. Sure. Put some music on it. Ooh.
I hope you had the time of your life. Imagine Jimmy. All the time Jimmy went in to Green Day. Good riddance. I hope you had the time of your life.
Yes, we all saw the movie. Thank you, Tony. I hate him so much.
We got Eric Isaac who says, hello, THH fam, and the countdown to All In continues with Hook versus Learning Tree 2. Not 2. It's, probably like 47, 57, something around there. Darby in another casket match. And who's a face and who's a heel this week, TK? Question mark.
You know.
We got Ace who says, what's up, SP3, Jimmy, and chat. We got Chris who says 10 days until AEW All In. Crazy. That is 10 days away. Armani saying, what's up, guys? And we also got Annika who says it's going to sound like a car alarm with all the disclaimers. Yes.
I don't see it. The show was not worth getting upset about or being happy about. No, it's going to depend on how you all enjoyed the show. It's going to decide my mood.
I'm sure they had the time of their life. We got Alex Vallis said the song should play where Jimmy goes into Swerve. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Man, we so need Romeo to work on. Gotta have Romeo put that as one of our bumpers for the show. Boom, boom, boom. As always, Jimmy, I want to ask you if you have anything to discuss outside of what we watched last night for 2 hours, AEW Dynamite. We talked about the Lucha Bros last week. Lucha Bros. What did you think about Pentagon trying to fight off those claims that he's cheating on his wife and going on social media and saying, "Hey guys, stop with the fake news. My presence is AEW."
Yes, if you're not fooling anybody. I appreciate the effort, sir. Obviously, do what you got to do. Your brother's not out of there just yet, so do what you got to do. I don't care about contract tampering, even a little bit. Pro workers always leave, quit, make more money someplace else, whatever. Even that's not your reason for leaving, which apparently wasn't Banks' reason. It wasn't Mercedes' reason for leaving. Whatever reason you want to leave, fucking leave. You ain't got to stay there. Fuck out of here. I'm pro Pentagon on this. I do want to say Tony Khan watches the Ramble, obviously. We know Triple H watches the Ramble. Sir, if you're watching, a couple of three things, if you don't mind. Number one, where the fuck is Dragon Lee? Number two,
Dragon Lee just came back, and he was on Main Event this week.
Oh, this really helped me. Number two, what was number two? I'll skip number 2 then. Well, skip the one I have planned. Number 2, that's not how a brand split works. I'm sorry. I get that it's a nice story. It's a great story, but he's on SmackDown. That's how that works. No disrespect. Oh, and more importantly, hold on. I want to bring this up. This is important. This is very important information. Don't turn the channel, Triple H. Not yet. Hold on.
I'm giving you the spotlight too. Like
SmackDown ratings, right? Ready? Big 3 segments. And I can do all of them. Brought to me WrestleNomics. Cody, Owens, and the Bloodline. 2.5 million. Huge number. Huge. Fantastic. Roman and the Bloodline. 2.36 million. Great number. Great number. LA Knight and not the Bloodline. Not Kevin Owens. Santos fucking Escobar. 2.32 million. Stop playing with my man, Triple H. You see the numbers he's putting up by himself. No disrespect. We appreciate the belt. We appreciate the contract, but you have to pay a little more. You have not finished paying what you owed. Cough it up, good buddy. That's all. Just saying. Just saying. Not Solo, not Owens, Santos Escobar. We putting up Jordan numbers. No disrespect. Cough it up. That's all. That's all.
You know, Jimmy, you know he's gonna big up his boy LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Brandon Brown, he says, what was TK's huge announcement? He said the huge announcement is coming. He never said it was going to be last night. So
coming where?
We still gotta wait. I assume it's going to be all in weekend or all in the show will be whatever the huge announcement he's been teasing on social media.
What do you think it is?
I think everybody assumes that it's the media rights deal.
Sounds right. I watched last night's show. I was like, he gotta have it because this is not a show trying to get it. Clearly, this is a show that's got it already. This is fucking good.
he went balls to the wall in July. And then he's like we're on cruise control ever since August. He's like cruise control. We're good to go. We're going to all in. We got our first super chat donation. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, with the chat. Thank you so much, good brother. So everybody must
speak, bitch. Come on now. Oh my God, Shivani, what the hell is wrong with you?
Chuck Berry says, I think I can guess what SP3 thinks about this. So, Jimmy, what do you think about The Undertaker wanting one more match? Has he not had enough yet?
Seriously? This is a real thing?
Go ahead, because then I might rant.
What do I think with the Undertaker one-on-one match? I think this is relevant. It's not going to happen. Triple H is showing what he thinks about old people. Edge, Lashley, and Undertaker is significantly older than they are. Listen, I know he didn't go out the way he wanted to go out. I understand. Last couple matches, complete stinkers, but it's over. It just is. You do an appearance, wear your hat and your jacket, but that's about it. Sorry, sir.
All right, that was a nice way of saying it. Undertaker, I hope you're listening. I hope you're watching. With Triple H, we know Triple H watches the Ramble, so maybe he can send this to you. But sit your old ass, Brett Favre, in the face, ass nigga, sit your ass down on the couch. Stop trying to be the Undertaker, Mark. Mark, just be under Michelle McCool. That's what I want you to do. Stay under Michelle McCool. Stop trying to undertake and grandstand and steal the spotlight. The last time I had to see your ass, it was only so they could demolish AEW in the ratings. So maybe you'll show up in Chicago or St. Louis for the debut on the CW when they got to go against AEW. I'm fine with that if you want to show up, you American badass and fucking goofy ass shit and squashing fucking young stars and trying to be all dominant and look good against Braun Breaker like you did last year. Do all that bullshit, but one more match, sit your goofy ass down. Thank you for the super chat donation, Chuck Berries. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. We got Chuck Berries. Stone Cold Steve Austin rival Will Chism with a super chat donation. Thank you so much, Will. So everybody,
Listen up, you prick.
Nobody had anything to say, by the way. Nobody said, hey, Shivani, whoa, hey, Shivani, you can't go my prick. That's true. No words at all. But, it's in the him.
It's a woman. Will says, why do Britt and Mercedes shoot? Feels like they shoot. Don't want to put each other over. I think that's a good thing. If you can make people believe you don't like each other or y'all won't put each other over, it's gonna make people more invested in the matchup coming up on the 25th.
Yeah, I guess. My guess is they don't. They won't. But I assume Britt's been talked to already. We know how this match ends. I assume we all do. Sorry. Love you, Britt. Sorry.
We love Britt. We addressed the whole fallout of the Britt Baker drama. MJF was on. He did an interview with Cultaholic as well as my good friends over at Wrestle Talk this week as he was in the UK following his performance at Rev Pro. I was there live for him at Rev Pro going up against Michael Oku for the AEW American Championship. Great match. And he did some really good interviews this week where he kind of rejected and said that the information that was out there about him and Britt Baker was blown out of proportion. But sure it felt like a PR smoothing over of everything to me.
Yes. He goes, does this sound right? I barge into the locker room. I yell at a woman. And then I fucking, what do you say? Harass her or whatever the fuck he said. That doesn't sound real. First of all, sir, you asking a lot of questions instead of telling what the fuck happened. That'd have been nice. It seems like an easy way to put us all to bed, just say what the fuck happened. But you know what? It's neither here nor there. It is what it is. I'm okay with it. I don't like the way it went down. But listen, I'm sorry. If you're not a star, shit may not go the way you want. MJF gets to do this shit. Britt gets suspended. Jack Perry gets suspended for forever for getting choked out and being a dick. I'm sorry. That's how that works. I don't really know what to tell you.
I would have liked MJF if he would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Shouldn't been talking shit.
First of all, all right, Ike Turner. In fact, go put your wife on camera. I'm gonna make sure she's okay. Should have been talking shit. That's wild. What?
Shouldn't been talking shit. Shouldn't been talking shit.
How about your girlfriend's a snitch? How's that?
Girlfriend's not a snitch. I would expect my missus to tell me if someone's talking shit about me.
Yeah, after the show. Next week. Tomorrow. Not right now.
Not when my adrenaline is high after an hour-long match. Ace Axis, SP3, and Jimmy, did y'all watch NXT this past Tuesday? I think this is more of a question for Jimmy because everybody knows I watch everything.
Oh. What? No. I'm not against it. I just don't. Sorry.
Are you gonna watch NXT when it debuts on CW?
That's the Punk episode?
Yeah. Are you drinking Coke? Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to say hi to Jimmy? Hi, Jimmy. You have your mouth in the cup, so they couldn't hear that. Okay. You want to tell everybody to send super chats? Okay. Send super chats, mommy. Okay.
Hoping for a whole sentence.
What happened?
I was really hoping for a whole sentence. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do get quite a kick out of it.
Yeah, we had she showed up on FMC this week, and Cher was like that. She sounds like Peppa Pig.
That's pretty good. Oh, you're here. We owe you an apology, sir. Big Man Dogs. We owe you an apology, and we owe I forget who it was, Bischoff or who's the one that does the show with Cornette?
Brian Last.
We owe one of them an apology, along with Big Man Dogs and the rest of the chat. You asked us last week or 2 weeks ago, wasn't that Big Bang Theory outdrew Dynamite? We said no. Yes, they do. quite
Yeah.
fucking consistently. Actually.
They definitely did the other week. What was it last week when they did 900,000?
Yeah, we were sitting up here last week saying, no, it's propaganda. The fucking grifters. No, it's not. It's exactly fucking right. Apologies,
How
sir.
many weeks?
Most weeks.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Lately, yeah, I could see that being true for sure. We also got here in the chat Brandon Brown who says SP3 needs a disclaimer now for that rant. No, I don't. I've said this many times before. Fuck what you heard. I don't fucks with the Undertaker coming back at nauseum after his career's been done since like 2017. He had his retirement match in 2017. What are we doing? What are we doing? People cried in the crowd. I was like, what are y'all crying for?
Jesus
this has been over.
Christ.
I was like, this has been over. He should have never came back after the streak ended. In my book.
This guy, what are we even doing? How
What?
old is the Undertaker?
What is he, like, in his 60s now?
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. We got
see
Brandon
this?
Brown.
What the fuck Undertaker do to anybody?
He's racist. Blue Lives Matter.
He's racist? When was this?
I mean, he showed it a couple of times, but Brandon Brown.
Get one example. No, we're not doing that. We're not throwing motherfuckers.
He's homophobic. He beat the shit out of Chris Canyon.
Now we're switching it up. We were getting to racist, and we had lots of examples. Let's hear one.
Okay, he's a bigot. That's a better one. He's a bigot.
What are we doing? What's this fucking woke hour? Fucking SP3. What are we doing? What are we doing? He's racist. No, he's not racist. He's just a bigot because he beat up Canyon. So now I can't.
He wears Blue Lives Matter. He doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter, he said.
Oh my God.
That's what he said. What's wrong? You need to go?
I'm not sure what just happened, but that was hilarious. That definitely hit me a parent. I find crying kids hilarious.
Oh my God. This
Like,
awful person.
what are you gonna do? It's like, oh, you broke your crayon? Oh, yes. This is a tragedy. What will we do?
Brandon Brown says we need more SP3 and Set 3 on Wrestle Talk, the Mocha Boys 2.0. Absolutely. I agree. Let them know. Let them know in the comments. Set E Nyangi.
That oh no, it's the other one. Jesus, get my Negroes confused.
There's only 2 black people that's ever been on Wrestle Talk, to be fair. We're 2 of 3. I think there was a third. I forget his name.
I had to unblock what's his face.
Who?
Backup Hangman.
Why?
What's his name? Fuck his name.
Yeah. Evil of Wrestle Paris.
Yes, I forgot why I blocked him. I'm sure he's being fucking annoying. That's why I block everybody. But I unblock him. He's dropping news these days, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to news. So,
yeah, he's been big on the news. He was the one that reported the Lucha Bros. he reported about Daniel Garcia deal coming up.
Garcia, if you're watching.
And this week he reported Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland is the discussed main event for All Out on September 7th.
So he's gonna beat Dragon? Oh my God. I will be watching. Well, I will watch. I won't be watching. I'll be watching on my own time. What'd you say? Garcia, if you're watching, I know you're not, but hopefully this message gets to you. I know it seems tempting. You'll get a nice spot in NXT. You will. I think that's the end of it, though. Like, I just reconsider. I'm not saying it's impossible. Just consider your options. That's all.
We got a part administrator says, I missed the rant. I'm just gonna say Taker don't need to come back. That's fair. That's fair. We also got Annika who says, dang, SP3. Granted, I feel like after the Hell in a Cell with Triple H, that's when him and Triple H should have retired. I agree. I can't disagree with that. That was 2012. That was the end of the era. End of an era.
What follows that? Oh, right. The last, I remember Triple H with long hair. Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of it. Yeah, you know what? I'm good. Yes. It's everybody's last match. I'm good with that. After that is the Authority, which is a great concept. It's hardly produced. Yes. You know what? Everybody can leave after that. Sorry.
Like the only thing that we would have missed out on is him and Punk at WrestleMania the next year. Taker and Punk.
It's great. But is it
great match? It was the show stealer, but is it worth him coming back?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, and that was 20-0. He could have ended right there, 20-0 at WrestleMania, right off into the sunset.
What kind of weird timeline is it where Punk beats Taker, then Taker retires?
I mean, that maybe you get Punk to stay if he would have done that
for a little longer, at least.
Yeah, a little longer for sure. We also got Power Drive Finisher says her favorite wrestler getting slandered for his political views has Harlem up in arms.
Timing was impeccable. Blue Lives Matter. What the fuck?
We got Big Man Die says, your Daniel Garcia, Tony has just offered you $2 million a year, but then Jada Parker, Lola Vice, and Fallon Henley hit you in the DMs asking when you're coming. What do you do?
All right, well, you put it that way.
I'll be like this all the way to NXT if I'm Daniel Garcia. Do to Jada Parker.
The most realistic part of this is Tony offering $2 million. I know somebody overpaid people. Fucking such lack of giving a fuck. It's shocking.
Alex says, take the $2 million and then respond to the DMs. Hey, he's got his priorities straight. All right, let's get into AEW Dynamite from last night, the August 14, 2024 edition from Norfolk, Virginia. What did you think about the crowd last night in Norfolk?
They were as loud as they could be. I put it that way. It's not quite packed from what I saw.
No, not at all. AEW Dynamite comes on with Excalibur welcome us to the show alongside Tony Schiavone and Taz. They throw it over to Justin Roberts, who introduces our opening contest for the TBS Championship. Mercedes Monae, the CEO, with Camille in her corner, going up against Hikaru Shida for the TBS Championship. This one, I actually was, I did, of course, Mercedes was going to win, but I was like, I wanted this to be good because, we were hard on Shida after her performance with Britt Baker, and Jimmy confirmed that he thought that she was ass in that matchup. But here, this was more of the Shida that we've come to expect. And even the crowd was into this matchup with some CEO chants as well as Shida chants that were much louder than the CEO chants as both women started trading early takedowns. We get Monae dodges a charge into a leaping arm drag and traded a series of pin attempts before both tried a drop kick that led to a stalemate. Shida connected with a snap Hurricane Rana, keeping Monae grounded before another exchange of near falls, before Monae bailed as Shida tried a knee lift. Shida tried suplexing Monae in from the apron, but Camille held on to Monae's legs, allowing Mercedes to get a roll-up for a 2 count. Shida battled back with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker as she tried for the running knee while Monae was draped on the apron. Camille stood in front of her. This allowed Monae to hit a nice little Meteora off the apron and another low version back inside of the ring for a 2 count. Shida responded with an enziguri, but Monae was there to answer with forearms. A reversal of whips led to a missile dropkick by Shida, who fired off some forearms of her own. Monae was looking on the advantage. She hit another Meteora off the second ropes and got a close near fall. She was very stressed out after that one. She tried.
Who does her fucking wigs? Does that look like that?
She tried for the
hair wig lady. What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry.
She tried for the three amigos. She was only able to pull off two before Shida countered with a Falcon Arrow. She then did the deal and got a close 2 count. Camille pulled Mercedes out to safety on the outside and ate a dropkick by Shida, who waffled her with the kendo stick. Shida,
can we get this picture off screen, please? This fucking picture's heinous. Thank you.
Shida wanted another kendo stick shot, but Mercedes took the kendo stick, started arguing with the referee. Camille hits a big boot on Shida, which leads to Mercedes pulling her inside the ring, connecting with the moneymaker for the 1-2-3. Mercedes retains the TBS championship. Post-match, as Mercedes and Camille are celebrating, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD's music hit as she was supposed to make her return on this episode. Camille was ready at the ramp looking for her, but when Britt didn't come down the ramp, she went and sprinted over to a masked fan who was dressed up just as Britt was when she did the surprise attack on Mercedes a few weeks back. This led to Camille beating the shit out of that poor fan. And then Britt Baker appeared from out of the crowd. She put on her glove on the apron and then went after Mercedes. She got the kendo stick, hit her with it, and then she pulled Mercedes down into the lockjaw. Camille had issues getting Mercedes out of there as Britt had the lockjaw pretty much secure, but didn't put the hands in the mouth before Camille was finally able to push Britt off of Mercedes and get her to safety. Britt grabbed the kendo stick, and Camille was able to dodge a kendo stick shot before Britt raised the TBS championship, giving us a possible vision of what's going to happen at All In as she stood tall to end this little exchange here. I like the opening matchup here. I thought they worked really well with each other, Mercedes and Shida. And the post-match with Britt's return was a nice little comeback for her and getting some heat back behind this rivalry, which really struggled while Britt was on suspension here. What did you think about the opening match and the post-match here?
A really good match. I liked it quite a bit. It's my favorite part of the night. Spoiler alert. I must say, I said this last week, so I must say it again. Mercedes should just stay in the ring. She's like, dealing with Mercedes is like dealing with an abusive boyfriend. Like, she just fucks you up week after week, calls you all types of names, and then every once in a while she just gives you this grand gesture. And the grand gesture is her in the ring. It makes you forgive all the nonsense you put up with, the black eyes and being told you're fat and ugly and all these things. And instead, it's flowers and a lovely weekend. You hope for a couple of peace. Starts up again. I enjoyed this quite a fucking bit, I must say. Our fifth, we got our finally 5 months. You had 5 months?
Yeah, 5 month mark.
5 months. Our fifth fucking great Mercedes thing of her run. Jeez. Now we're
she gives you one a month. 1 a month.
We're good till September. All right, fair enough.
I think her and Britt will be good at All In.
You know what? I'm going to give Mercedes the benefit of the doubt. Yes. She carried Britt to a really good match. I'm calling.
We got Ace who says this TBS championship match was so good. We also got Big Man Dogs who said, I saw people online say Mercedes and Shida are starting the show, so they're getting time to cook. Women's Match of the Year contender. Do they not know how Tony operates?
Right. If they had dicks, this might have went fucking 40 minutes, but they don't. So this is the 10, 15. Enjoy what you get. I'll take it. I really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it. I think it was the perfect amount of time. We got Annika who says, I know we just got Danielson and Ospreay on TV free, but this is definitely a pay-per-view matchup. It was a pay-per-view
2019.
match. Yeah, if this was 2020, yes, this is a pay-per-view match, but they have considerably slowed down on the attention that they give to Shida. So this is a perfect to have on TV title match.
We really need another fucking competitor. We really need another fucking TNA to do something. I'm so sick of these companies. Ever since AEW fucking lost how many fucking thousand people, Triple H is taking his foot off the gas. And AEW doesn't have any competition, so they're taking their foot off the gas. I'm so annoyed. I am so bothered by this. You shouldn't even have the thought in your head that Shida and Banks is a TV match. I mean, pay-per-view match. Shouldn't even have the thought. Of course it's TV. We deserve nice things. We're sitting here every week. I don't understand why you don't think you deserve these nice things. You do. You do. You deserve better than fucking Priest and Mysterio for fucking. I mean, I'm sorry. You just do. You just do. I'm here to help.
Fair. Eric Isaac says, why they made Camille a coward running from Britt while she should have beat her up for Monae. She didn't run away from Britt. Britt had a kendo stick, and she just dodged the kendo stick shot and Mercedes and tried to get Mercedes to safety.
How much cooler did the two of them look now that Mercedes is fucking 5'4" and fucking Camille's 5'11"? How much cooler?
They felt like Diesel and Shawn Michaels, which I'm sure this is probably what they're attempting here, a female version of that, which I think the closest that we've gotten from a female version of that was Dakota Kai and Raquel Rodriguez, except they never pushed Dakota Kai in NXT.
And for good reason. Love you, Dakota. You're very talented. But good Lord, what is going on? Fucking CM Punk in a fucking 30-year-old woman's body. What is going on?
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
He's 46 and has been fucking was sitting on the sideline for 7 years. What's your excuse, ma'am? No disrespect. I'm just saying. Fucking hurt every 12 seconds.
Everyone seems to enjoy the matchup in the chat. Power Driver Finisher says, good match. We got Big Man Dog says, this was match of the night. We got Alex Powell who says, fun match. We also got Alex Powell who also says, TNA got buried in a promo with Wesley. He did bury the Rascals and TNA in that promo. Yeah.
I want somebody to do something, please.
Hey, they believe in Joe Hendry. I'll give them that.
They certainly do. Just what that conversation look like? It's not big enough for a Nick Khan conversation. Maybe it's a Triple H conversation. We're taking him now. He's ours now. Sorry.
Oh, your deal doesn't end to 2025, so we'll just go around that. We got the GPS where we're going, so we'll just make the pivots when we need to make it, and we'll negotiate you to expire at the beginning of 2025.
God damn. Cold world out there, boy.
Cold world. I'm sure Jordan Grace's contract was supposed to expire at the end of 2025, but you see what they did.
How the ratings look for TNA? I'm so curious.
It's bumped up a little bit with their on NXT. They're doing better as far as like ticket sales because they run smaller buildings, but they're able to like sell them out because of the exposure that they're getting from NXT.
Okay.
We also got here Alex Powell who says the Raw World title is meaningless. I mean, Priest is literally more over when he didn't have the belt.
I'm not mad at the opening take. I don't get why the end of that take would fucking coincide with the beginning of that take.
Yeah, he's literally more over because he had a world title run that made him into a main eventer, and he lost it under like kind of controversy with Balor costing him. So that's why he's over. It's not. These are you basically made a point and then contradicted the point.
That's a good way to put it. Yes.
But I can say this is once again because I said it going into SummerSlam that the Priest and Gunther, although that winded up being the best matchup, it was like third on Raw as far as matches I was interested in going into the show. And now as we go into the build for Bash in Berlin, it's like, yeah, it's still like the third most interesting feud on the show, even though Gunther and Orton have done well. It's not more over than the Judgment Day, and it's not more over than Punk and Drew.
I mean, one has how many years worth of build-up, and the other features the two biggest stars on Raw. I don't. By the way, can we all? Drew to me is now entered into that untouchable category that people enter into once they've been a main eventer for a long while. Where no matter what they do from here on out, they're going to be a main eventer. In 2004, Triple H versus Eugene is a main event match. It just is. Triple H is in that category now, where it's whatever. Drew is in after this Drew Punk. Drew's in that group for me. No matter what he does, he's one of the guys. Sorry.
Yeah. He's a well fleshed out, layered character. After everything, after the slow burn heel turn, he to me, he did more to elevate the World Heavyweight Championship than Seth Rollins did, almost holding the title for a year. Like, you go back to Seth before he started feuding with Drew, and then after he started feuding with Drew. What made the world title more when he started feuding with Drew?
I'm not gonna take.
And yes, you are correct, big man. TNA's ratings are sometimes so bad that they aren't even public since they're outside of the top.
Jesus. Get off that fucking channel. They get them to sell.
That's the difference between them, WWE, and AEW is that TNA is not a TV business. They're not a TV business. That's why I noted that they're doing good as far as selling tickets, because they are more akin to like a Japanese promotion where it's about ticket sales more than it is about TV ratings.
Fair enough.
They're owned by a TV company, so they're not going on. It doesn't matter how their ratings are. They're owned by the company, the TV station that they're on.
Can they be owned by a good one? Don't ask for much.
Okay, fair. We did see footage of the chaos that unfolded backstage after Dynamite last week when it went off the air, what we talked about on last week's show. It led to Renee Paquette. She was in the back with Jay Lethal alongside Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and Karen Jarrett. Paquette said that Hangman Adam Page has been a thorn in their side since returning, and just as Jeff was starting to get riled up and talking about it, Paige appeared out of nowhere. He ran in, beat up Jarrett and Dutt up before brawling with Lethal to the ring to start their matchup. Lethal got the advantage back at the match kicked off as he started hitting 5 consecutive tope suicidas that had the crowd going wild and rallying behind Jay Lethal, who was like a heel like a minute ago. Lethal brought Paige onto the apron, where Paige was able to reverse the momentum and hit a dead eye on the edge of the ring frame before chuckling a bit. He chucked Lethal over the timekeeper's table as we went to a commercial break. We come back from commercial break, and Lethal was trying to string together some offense, but Paige kept cutting him off, stopping his momentum, hitting a belly-to-belly suplex. He had a Death Valley driver where he spiked Lethal right into the mat. That looked hard. That looked hard as hell. Paige noticed he's bleeding from the mouth and only became more pissed off. I love how I did think this was the best moment for commentary on the night, where they noted, oh, he saw his blood. He must be reminded of the Swerve Strickland matchup, which I was like, that's a good touch. That was a good line. He took too long to follow up, which led to Lethal getting a series of close near falls. He then hit the Lethal combination. Paige kicked free from the figure 4 and applied a crossface, but Lethal was able to counter into a roll-up for a 2 count. Lethal eventually got the figure 4. He got it almost on, but Paige raked his eyes. He hit a wild-looking discus lariat that turned Lethal inside out. The referee checked on Lethal, who slowly got to his feet, and he ate the buckshot lariat for the 1-2-3. This was a rather dominant win for Hangman Adam Page. Probably kind of like the way that Jimmy, if I remember correctly, you wanted him to beat Jeff Jarrett during the Owen Hart Cup. This was kind of similar to that in the way that this was really one-sided outside of the tope suicidas at the beginning of the matchup. Hangman Adam Page looking strong, and it seems more and more likely that we're getting him and Jarrett at All In.
Isn't it All In next week?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. We haven't had many matches enough for this card. And I was hoping that we can go without. Like we just have 5 or 6 matches. I sincerely doubt it. Hope so for no reason. Why? Why though? For what? It's gonna sell any tickets. It's gonna move any buy rates. It's gonna be a fantastic match. Does anybody need this match on the card even a little bit?
Hey, there's people that's into this Jarrett babyface run. They just ain't watching the TV. If you saw the ratings for him, I
did. Holy shit! I thought Jarrett was the biggest star than that. I thought Dragon was the biggest star than that. But whatever. What do you want from me? This was good. I don't like the placement of this match because we're about to get, I think, 27 video packages in a row. But it's fine for where it is. It's a good match.
Yeah. Good match, good showing by Hangman and Paige, who's doing some of the best character work on this whole entire show, in my opinion. But we do have a super chat donation here from our boy Will Chism. Thank you so much, Will, for the support. As always, we appreciate it.
Weapon in hand, too. And Blackpool Combat Club, they better wear out Kenny as long as they can. Hangman's going to come out here.
It works every time I see it.
Will Chisholm says, remember when Vince made Drew our history teacher?
No, I wasn't watching.
No, I don't. I don't remember that either. And I watch everything. I don't really remember.
Is this the first go round? Skinny Drew?
The chosen one? Maybe. I don't know.
Who's benefited more from Punk's AEW thing than Drew McIntyre? Nobody.
No, Drew capitalized on the AEW thing more than AEW.
Right? What the fuck? More than Seth, more than fucking everybody. Go ahead, Drew.
Go ahead. I'm here for it. We get footage from MJF defending the AEW American Championship against Michael Oku at the Rev Pro show over on Sunday. I was there live in your call needs an air conditioner because it was hot as hell. MJF picked up the victory. Post-match, he gave Michael Oku the Tiger Driver 91. He attempted to give it to Michael Oku's girlfriend, Amira, after the matchup as well, until Will Ospreay made a surprise appearance, chasing MJF away before he could deliver that Tiger Driver 91. This led to a very great video package that highlighted their rivalry heading into All In, highlighting Ospreay's rise over his career before coming to All Elite Wrestling. Ospreay said that ever since he showed up, everyone has had to level up as a result. Meanwhile, we document MJF and his return to AEW since Double or Nothing, saying that the best in the world isn't Ospreay, it's MJF, who is a generational talent. It then transitioned into talking about the Tiger Driver 91 and the Kyle Fletcher questioning Ospreay on why he won't hit it on MJF, and Ospreay having kind of a self-realization that he has to hit it. If he has to hit it against anyone, it has to be against MJF. They highlighted all the different times that he has decided not to hit it in matches since he delivered it to Bryan Danielson at AEW Dynasty, and why it is necessary coming up at All In Wembley Stadium. This was an excellent highlight reel leading up to the major matchup at All In for the AEW American Championship. Great job by the production team on a night that they did a lot of these, I will say, but we did get also hyped that next week on AEW Dynamite, MJF and Will Ospreay will go face to face. So this will be the first time that both men, hopefully this means that both men are going to be in the ring in a promo exchange with one another. So I'm looking forward to that one. Jimmy, what did you think about the video packaging?
Great video package. Very well done. That's all you can really say about it. I don't want to be rude, but while I appreciate the production team, they're not, how do I say this? Don't get yourself in trouble. Their job is not to carry this fucking show. That's not their job. Their job is to highlight the show. Their job is to enhance the show. Their job is not to be the show. And I was so, you know what? This is a great video package. We stop here. We're doing good. What happened next?
Next up, we hear from Pac backstage. He asked the cameraman to tell him who the number one contender for the AEW American Championship is. It's not Will Ospreay. It's Pac. Pac is sick of being constantly overlooked and treated like a bum. He says that number one contendership was his ticket to his Wembley moment, but Will Ospreay had to barge into Tony Khan's office and get a rematch with MJF. But it's okay. as Pac says that he'll face whoever walks out American champion 2 weeks later at All Out in the same arena that he beat Kenny Omega 5 years ago. He'll show everyone what the bastard is capable of. What did you think about the promo here from Pac to set up him versus either MJF or Will Ospreay first time in AEW at All Out?
It's a good promo. If this is the first time you are watching AEW, if you watched this before, you go, "This is your fault." What are you even talking about? This is.
I was gonna say, why you didn't say this like 2 weeks ago? Weren't you on this
Huh? You won a match, and then you just say, I get it when I get it. That's not how this is supposed to fucking work. No. Sorry. Yeah, good promo. That's always interesting to watch. By the way, this is hilarious. Big Man Dog saying they're pretending to be into the Jeff Jarrett thing. The Frantic World shows up. Double J is the best babyface. That's what we call perfection. Point made, point proven. In fucking 2 easy steps. Good job. It's like that fucking shit where they get robbed and Ashley Larry shows up just to get robbed again. Point proven.
We got Annika who says, I love this because fans shouldn't be filling the blanks on what Pac is doing at Wembley or not, even though he won the number one contenders match. I would assume that Pac is going to be in the Casino Gauntlet.
Yeah, he wants to give everybody that fucking WrestleMania paycheck. Fair enough. Everybody shows up. Yeah. We're having a battle royal. Fine. Or what is this?
It's not a battle royal.
Pardon me. It's a gauntlet. It's different. It's different.
It's different.
By the way, that fan who fucking Camille beat up, she should definitely be here next week, getting represented by Mark Sterling or somebody. I need more ridiculousness in my wrestling, if you don't mind.
That would be awesome. I'm sorry. I'm here for that.
I was attacked for no good reason.
just because I'm a DMD fan that had DMD rated at CEO. Footage of Darby Allin in his past week getting victories over the Butcher on Rampage last Friday, as well as teaming up with Hologram to get a win over the Premier Athletes on Collision on Saturday. We then cut to a video of Darby Allin saying years ago he was killing himself on the independent circuit for nothing, $25, $50 for a night, until he heard of All Elite Wrestling starting up. Allin was living in his car when he heard that AEW had signed Jungle Boy, and he wondered, who the fuck is Jungle Boy Jack Perry? No one believed in his Tarzan bullshit, which is cool. He can be himself now, which is a child who doesn't deserve respect and only got his job because he's friends with the elite. Every week, Allin goes out and kills himself with all the stuff Perry has pulled recently, especially last year at All In. He wishes that he would have gotten fired. At Wembley, he plans to put an end to all of this. We then get the entrance of Darby Allin in the arena for
what?
I thought it was going to be an in-person interview maybe, but he is immediately attacked by Jack Perry. He wipes him out with the glass jaw knee strike. He then drags him to the backstage area. Perry chucked Allin into a loading box before Allin started fighting back, only for Perry to rake his eyes and throw a trash can right at Darby's head. He then brings him over to the garage, the metal garage door, and he lowers it on Darby's poor chest. I was like, Darby don't got the chest for that, bro. Like that had to hurt. He was going to smash Darby's head with a production crate, only for security to put a stop to it. Perry then looked at the camera and said that he wanted Darby in his kind of matchup at Wembley Stadium. He wanted their match for the TNT Championship to be a coffin match. And it was made official by Tony Khan that it will be Darby Allin challenging Jack Perry for the TNT Championship in a coffin match. And thank you, Tony Khan, for watching the Ramble, because I said this weeks ago.
you put up that first picture of Jack Perry? Yeah.
Which one?
He has
The Jungle Boy one?
His arms felt like this. That's not. Come on, that's a fucking child. Clearly. Like, what are we doing? I don't believe you in your fake beard. I don't believe you. This is. No, he doesn't have to win it all in. No. I wanted Jack Perry to beat
Darby has the world title match coming out of All In. He has to win.
Does he?
Especially in his matchup.
Holy shit. What was I gonna say? I wanted fucking Jack Perry to have the belt because it's sink or swim time. You give him the belt, he's gonna sink, he's gonna swim. Enough song and dance. We did the Jungle Boy thing, that was fun for a while. We did the Beethoven thing, that was fucking heinous from the start. Now we're doing the scapegoat thing. The frantic worlds of the world pretend to be into it. It is what it is.
To be fair, I don't even think they've given him an opportunity to swim with this TNT.
That's what I was gonna say. You clearly don't want to have him swim. Let's move on with life. I'm good. We're not missing out on fucking much. Let's move on. Fair enough. I gave it a shot. You didn't want to give it a shot. Hey, cool. Good with me. Fine with me. Let's move on. Darby's more talented. Let's do that. Sure. Please. Okay.
Alex Bell says we're getting a glass casket or a fire casket. Give me both. Give me give me Darby giving him the coffin drop through glass into the coffin. Then he puts him in the coffin and he lights it on fire.
Fire casket. I'm calling it now. That's a good show. He goes through it. They put it out. He closes it. And everybody cheers. Good Lord.
It's going to be a great match, I think, at the day.
How can you... You're a little pumped to death. You couldn't choke somebody talented? You're just an asshole? What the fuck? God damn it. You just think about... Drew's right. Just think about yourself. Don't think about the rest of us have to fucking go through. Oh, whatever. That's not the hand out there. No.
He has to
no,
win.
He does not. He does. This is silly. This is being silly. He's a fucking asshole. Another asshole.
Big Van Dog is an asshole. All right. This, if it wasn't for what we see later with Bryan Danielson, this was my favorite video package of the night. We had Mariah May, who shows up in a black and white color scheme starting the video, but then she says, cut that black and white bullshit off. She asks, it's better to be remembered or forgotten, to be put in the ground and go down in flames. May said that she could be Toni Storm's successor, but not her mistakes. This year, it's all about Mariah, as Storm's biggest mistake was being around the same time as Mariah May. The tears, the taste of Tony's blood. May has better things to do. One day she'll wonder, whatever happened to Toni Storm? Don't worry, they're both gonna die. But it will be Mariah who writes Storm's eulogy. This was probably some of her best promo work that I've seen. A really good vignette by Mariah May in the vein of the Timeless Toni Storm's pre-tape films. Then we hear from Renee Paquette backstage, who is with the middle of this whole love triangle from months ago, Mina Shirakawa, who is back in AEW, who says that she has not heard from Mariah May or Toni Storm since the whole betrayal, but was left heartbroken after what happened. Shirakawa has never seen May be so vicious, nor has she ever seen Toni Storm be so obsessed with vengeance. She just hopes that when she's asked who she thinks is going to win at All In, she just says she hopes neither woman winds up too hurt after All In. What did you think about the timeless Mariah May vignette and film? And what did you think about Mina Shirakawa's comment about their ongoing rivalry?
I'll start with Mina. She looks very good, obviously. However, good Lord. Look at Renee's face. Look at me like I'm creep. It is what it is.
She looking at you like, Stop being horny.
Like, the fact that she treats them as equals bothers me to no fucking end. One of them is, for forever.
I kind of think it's a front. I'm hoping it's a front.
Sure. The promo was good. It was fine. It was good. It was fine.
And her burning the old Tony Storm gear. That was a nice touch as well. Mariah.
These 3 video packages back to back is insane. Terrible fucking idea. What the fuck? Why do we have the 2 matches back to back if we had all these video packages laid out? What are we doing?
They should have done the Darby video package and Angle in the second spot, then do Hangman and Jay Lethal, and then this stuff.
Anything to break up this terrible fucking idea. All the video packages were fun. From fine to fantastic. But Jesus, enough. I'm already tapped out.
Any thoughts on the Mariah May film?
Jesus. I'm trying to think. It's either the second or third best one of the night. Dragons is obviously the best. It was really good. I'll put it that way. It was really good. Mariah May is a star. How high up she goes, I don't know, but she is a star. She should obviously win the belt. It's not a real discussion.
I love how you just have to say it every week.
Gotta be careful. I know he's watching. I know he's got scatterbrain. Pay attention. She should win the belt.
Oh, man. We got Alex Morales says, I could see Mina versus Mariah being a mini program. I would love for Mina to choose Mariah, but yeah, it seems like from this promo, she might try to be in the middle ground, and Mariah's just going to have to turn on her for not choosing her.
I'm down. I'm down for Mariah turning on fucking everybody. Fuck
yeah.
It. This is mine.
You don't see it my way? Then fuck you. We got another super chat donation from our good brother Chuck Berries once again. Thank you so much, Chuck Berry.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
We got Chuck Berries who says, for Jack Perry, somebody please cue up Bill Duke. See now, you know you done fucked up, right?
No, you done fucked up, right? You know that, don't you? I love that scene. Yeah, the rest of us have to pay. This is fun. Actually, you know what? I really enjoyed that Jack Perry Darby Allin backstage brawl. I enjoyed it for what it was. Then Jack Perry started talking. I was like, oh, never mind. That's what I get.
Hey, I got what I wanted, so I did enjoy the angle, and they needed to do something to heat it up because they've been just doing backstage interviews pretty much the last couple of weeks, so they needed to do something.
Fucking you do. One day you all will fucking let go of this nonsense. It'll be years from now. But you know what? You're right. Jack Perry isn't talented. Who would have thought?
I mean, he's talented.
Not talented is strong. He's Billy Kidman. Just give me a 10-minute match and get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? Or we're pretending like he's a star. Beat it. We're putting him versus Hulk Hogan. And then we go, nigga, no. It's over. It's done. Sorry. Man.
CM Punk Hulk Hogan analogy. That is a good one. That is a good
Goddamn
one.
right. Fucking star, not star. Fuck out of here. Beat it.
We got next three-way matchup to determine who will get the number one entrant in the Casino Gauntlet coming up at All In at Wembley Stadium. You had Orange Cassidy going up against Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. This one was action-packed, a lot of action in this one. It went through 2 commercial breaks. We get hard chop. Yo, Roderick Strong brought his ROH chops in this matchup. It sounded like a cattle whip the way he was chopping both Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly throughout this one. We get kicks and counters aplenty before a 3-way stalemate. O'Reilly was sent to the outside. Strong lit up Cassidy with some more chops before O'Reilly ran in and hit a kitchen sink on Roddy. They doubles teamed Roddy and sent him to the outside. Cassidy connected with a tope suicida, but caught O'Reilly teasing a dive off the apron before he got into the ring. The conglomeration members politely held the ropes open for each other and grappled during our picture-in-picture break. We came back and Strong was controlling the action, hitting a Uranagi on Cassidy on top of O'Reilly for a near fall. Strong lived up to his Messiah of the backbreaker by dishing out multiple ones before O'Reilly sent him outside. We get a fast sequence from O'Reilly and Cassidy, but as Cassidy was trapped in a rear naked choke, we get Strong, who comes in and does a double stronghold. That always impresses the hell out of me, but couldn't turn them over fully. We get some loud chops from Roddy to Cassidy once again in the corner before O'Reilly cuts them off. I love this. The inner story of this was O'Reilly trying to work with Orange, but he just had like muscle memory of his time with Roddy Strong in Undisputed Era and was doing double team moves with him as they did like a high-low at one point. We get Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. They come out and try to interfere, which leads to our favorite drunk redneck football coach, Mark Briscoe, coming out to make the save alongside Tomohiro Ishii. He pulls a steel chair. He uses the steel chair that Undisputed Kingdom brought into the matchup and does a big dive to the outside on the top of them. All three competitors started brawling on the floor before we go to another commercial break. We get Strong had Cassidy trapped in a cloverleaf, but O'Reilly cut it off, and it led to a three-way strike exchange. Actually, it was a exchange between O'Reilly and Strong, with Cassidy getting decked each revolution before the little kicks ramped up and Cassidy started running wild. Does a double Hurricane Rana as the crowd was going wild with "This is awesome" chants. We get a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Strong, who tossed Cassidy into a DDT on O'Reilly, which was a great visual. Everyone traded thrust kicks. O'Reilly hit the Nigel Lariat on Roddy, locked in a leg lock as Strong ate multiple penalty kicks. We get the high-low by O'Reilly and Strong on Cassidy. Both tried a cover. Referee Bryce put a stop to it. O'Reilly and Strong were slugging it out. We get Cassidy ate a Strong pump knee while O'Reilly got a sick kick from Roddy. O'Reilly countered an end of heartache into a submission, but Cassidy was able to take advantage and get the sneaky crucifix pin on O'Reilly, his conglomeration teammate, to pick up the 1-2-3 here. This was a really damn good matchup that the crowd got into. I really enjoyed this one with Cassidy picking up the win to be the number one entrant in the Casino Gauntlet. I just would have added one of the competitors, probably Roddy, trying not to win and just damage the other two because he doesn't want to be number one in the Casino Gauntlet. I would have liked that as a story element because I don't see the benefit of being number one in the Casino Gauntlet too much. But I enjoyed this one, but I know you felt different.
You can't have Roddy do that because remember last time he was complaining that he didn't get into the fucking match. You can't do that.
That is true. You're right. You're right. Roddy should have been the one trying to win the most because of last time. No, I wish that commentary should have brought that up. That's where the nitpick comes. Commentary should have brought up the fact that Roddy didn't get into the last Casino Gauntlet, so he wants to be number one.
That works for me. Romeo, is that the big announcement? All in Texas, Saturday, July 12th. Is that the big announcement?
Oh, Global Life Field, all in 2025. That's the Texas Rangers stadium. Well, he said multiple announcements. He didn't say one announcement. He said multiple announcements. Mm-hmm. Big news. All in 2025. It's smart. They had to move away from Wembley Stadium, to be fair.
Why?
Because they did 81,000 tickets sold last year, and then it's looking like barely 50, almost 50 this year, 50,000. If it's going down at that rate, then yeah, you got to go somewhere else. Oh, so it wasn't even announced by Tony Khan. It was announced by the Global Life Twitter.
It's going down at that rate. You need to move. I've been saying every time I say this thing is a fucking Titanic, I get pushback. But instead, all right, you know what? Whatever.
All in Texas. I'm here for it. I'll try to go. Maybe. I don't know. Texas is not too fond of my people, but we'll see. Texas deserves it. Texas, it's been we've said for years that Texas is one of their best places that they go to. Anywhere in Texas, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't get these things at all. I guess for those of you who live in Texas or those of you who want to go, I never get these things. For everybody else, SummerSlam's in Cleveland. WrestleMania's in Tokyo. All in is in Texas. Who gives a fuck? What do I care? What the fuck are we talking about? 3 years.
And it's 1 month earlier. It's going to be in July instead of August. So we're gonna have some. Are we gonna have some separation between All In and All Out finally? Or is he gonna try to run Wembley Stadium in August as well? He's gonna do 2 All Ins next year.
More than 12,000 people will pop. What was before this? We were distracted by this gigantic announcement of people going to a building.
The three-way matchup.
Oh, another gigantic thing. 3-way match. We all knew how exactly how it was going to fucking end. Orange Cassidy for a roll-up of some kind. Glad I stuck through this to do 2 commercial breaks. Good Lord. Match was good, but like that's it. Kind of good for good sake, which is fine. If I had other things on the fucking show, I did not. Outside of Mercedes, which I never thought I'd say. Yeah, this is whatever.
Hey, I really like this. I think it actually exceeded my expectations for this matchup.
How? It's 3 good wrestlers having a good wrestling match. What did you expect to happen?
It was a very good match. I thought it would be good, but this was very good. They had enough time, and it over-delivered, in my opinion.
All right. I've been negative enough on the show. I'm gonna let this one slide.
I'm sure you're gonna be negative about our next segment anyway. Renee Paquette was backstage with Claudio Castagnoli and Kazuchika Okada. I was let down by the fact that this was backstage and not in the ring.
How could you put it in the ring, sir? How could you do it? How? These 2 non-talking ass niggas. How? You can't.
This is the head of their. There's the head of their Continental Championship matchup next week in Cardiff on AEW Dynamite, the first Dynamite in Europe. Castagnoli said that he's always felt the Continental title was his to lose. So when he lost the Continental Classic, it was very tough on him. Castagnoli promised this time he'll make the title shot count. But Okada just merely mockingly applauded and said that Castagnoli is very passionate. 12 guys fought for the Continental title, but Okada is the champion. He is the greatest tournament wrestler of all time. He's a 4-time G1 Climax winner, and Castagnoli will respect him. He said, "Good luck, bitch." Before walking away, Claudio responds and said that he hopes he doesn't get the elite lackey next week. He wants the true Rainmaker. He wants the Tokyo Dome main eventer, as he's bringing everything he's got next week. Okada will have 99 problems, and this bitch will be number 1. I can't believe he called himself a bitch. But it is confirmed for next week on AEW Dynamite in Cardiff, Wales. It will be Kazuchika Okada defending the AEW Continental Championship. Once again, an elite member defending a title 4 months later since his last defense at Dynasty in April. He will defend it here against Claudio Castagnoli in the first Dynamite in Europe. What did you think about this face-to-face backstage?
These 2 gigantic men in suits standing backstage is just hilarious to me. I don't know why it's objectively funny. They should be in the ring. But neither one of them can talk, so here we are. One can't speak English. The other one speaks English, but has the fucking charisma of flypaper. So we're just stuck with this. The material was fine. One guy I couldn't understand. The other guy wanted to stop speaking. Please stop talking altogether. I never need to hear Claudio say anything about anything ever. Good Lord. One of the things Vince got right. Shocking.
I thought Okada did well here.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I did. I kept telling you can't tell me how I feel, sir. I know how I feel, and I thought Okada did well.
If this was if this was somebody else going up there and speaking broken English, you wouldn't go, "Oh, that's Bros. He did well." No, you wouldn't. It's not how that works.
No, I enjoyed Shinsuke Nakamura promos.
Yeah, and I know why. I just told you why. You're not hearing me. I just told you why.
You said if it was any other person speaking broken English, but I've liked other people that spoke.
Okay, so let me be as explicit as I possibly fucking can. This was somebody who spoke English as a first fucking language, and then fucking went there and spoke broken English. You wouldn't go, "This is great."
I didn't say this was great. I said I enjoyed it.
You wouldn't say. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke again. I'm not doing this, Jim. I'm not doing this. I'm not playing word games. You know what I mean?
Hey, I think there's a difference between enjoying something and saying it's great. I don't think it's great. I think it's enjoyable.
Hold on. He's gonna play fucking games with me. Hold on. I'm play fucking games. I don't want to play games. I don't want to do this.
We got Big Man Dogs.
I don't want to play games. Where is it? Where is this?
We got Big Man Dogs who says Claudio.
I thought Okada was good. That's not enjoyable. That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's not enjoyable. Good. You said it was different. You said it's different. You said both.
Okay.
No, good, enjoyable.
He was good and enjoyable. How about that?
It was enjoyable. You can enjoy whatever the fuck you like. It's not good. Fucking clearly.
It was good.
Fucking clearly.
It was good. Claudio, I agree. He was. We got Big Man.
Well, the guy who can't speak English was good speaking English. The fuck are we doing? We're not doing this. I'm not doing this. Not gonna turn me into Trump. I'm not doing it. No.
I mean, I thought you were pretty close. Claudio has the what is this?
Most asymmetrical
skills of all time. Looks and wrestles like a main eventer. Cuts a promo like a therapist or a school counselor.
Fucking shocking. So bored. Please stop speaking. Hey, at least it's almost a main event for next week. That's a win.
Probably open the show. Footage of the Trios Championship #1 contenders matchup from Collision aired with the House of Black and Bang Bang Gang with the Patriarchy laying them all out. Christian Cage with that turtleneck referee shirt, immaculate, and him counting both teams out, counting the 10 as Buddy Matthews got up and he speared him to lay him out. We got to run another run in.
Okay, ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. Say. Everyone send super chat. Okay, all right. Send super chats for her to be nicer. You okay? That's not real. No.
It's chocolate.
No, it's just it's like an ice cream toy. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
Pull out, kids.
All right. This guy, please. Why do you always have to?
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
We then hear from Christian Cage and the Patriarchy backstage with Renee Paquette, who asks how these titles will be defended at Wembley Stadium. Christian said that he called that match right down the middle, like he said he would. And that's that's on those teams for not winning that matchup. He says that he is a man of his word, and he called it right down the middle, just like he's a man of his word when he said that him and the Patriarchy would win the Trios Championships, and he's going to use the Trios Championships as a vehicle to get back to the AEW World Title. And as a matter of fact, he will hold every title leading up to that happening. Kay said that he won't be there for his son Nick Wayne wrestling on Rampage against Kip Sabian, as he hates Norfolk, Virginia. Paquette questions if that's due to not wanting to be around any of those trios teams wanting revenge for Collision. And Cage tells her to get out, get lost. He says, go be a mother, but you're probably a better interviewer than you are a mother. He says that no. He says that some other trio will have to step up to the plate and face them for the Trios Championships at Wembley Stadium. What did you think about Christian Cage?
Fucking fantastic, amazing as per always. That collision fucking spear is one of the greatest things ever because he just goes right back into it.
10
brilliance. That was fucking fantastic. Christian is great and everything. I strangely hope I don't like WWE guys fighting WWE guys. I feel like it sends the wrong message. But I do strangely want to see Christian and Moxley after this. I just do. I don't know if their promo styles would mesh well together, but I do want to see it. I just do.
You insult my wife? You insult my wife's mothering skill? I saw somebody on social media who thought the same thing, that this is teasing Christian and Moxley. And they was like, is Moxley's father alive?
Oh. I want to see this so bad. I just do. Christian deserves more.
Alex Powell says Christian is the best. Multiple people say Christian is the best. He is still probably the best heel in AEW.
Oh, depends on what you consider a fucking heel.
I enjoy MJF, but the American angle got USA champs. So
it's certainly
Christian Cage.
I said it depends on what you consider a heel. Swerve might be the best heel in AEW.
This is also true. Romeo says Tony Khan says that All In 2026 will be back in London. So we won't be getting All In London. So thankfully he's not going to do back to. But that makes me question, when are they going to do Forbidden Door then? If it's on Saturday, July 12th, are they going to do Forbidden Door at the beginning of June? Or then are they scrapping Forbidden Door for next year as well? Or Forbidden Door later in the year in like August or something? I don't know.
What about All In 2027? Do we have any update on that? What about 2028? The fuck are we doing? What is this? Oh my God. The only thing positive I heard about all this is maybe no more Forbidden Door. That's the only thing I just heard that was any kind of positive. Please and thank you. Good Lord. They're raping their cupboards. You got plenty of people here already.
Frantic World's excited because they had a press conference for All In Texas pay-per-view. Nice.
Why do you give a fuck? Oh my God, I'm having a stroke.
Maybe he's from Texas or he's close. He's close to Texas. You never know.
If you're from Texas, as Texas and racist put together. If you're from Texas, I'll give you a pass. Otherwise, why do you give a fuck?
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
You know, this place was supposed to be WrestleMania, but then this place got WrestleMania. Why do I give a shit? I don't understand. It's like that thing they put in the corner every week with Hogan and Cody and them. Some fans, whatever.
Oh,
what is this?
Fanatic. You're near New York. You could go to Fanatics Fest.
What the fuck would I do that for? Oh, a bunch of losers with their fucking cut-off jeans and trench coats and fake gold belts and fucking Bullet Club t-shirts. This stinks. I don't.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
And look at this guy. Didn't the report come out about AEW doing in Australia? Is he from Australia too, sir? What the fuck are we doing? Who cares? I'm so confused. I'm so very confused. People never been around wrestling fans. It is not an enjoyable experience. It is fucking awful. That train ride home would make anybody else pass the fuck out. Good Lord.
You still have nightmares of your train ride home from Grand Slam 1, do you? Don't you?
People yelling and talking about what happened on the show and stinking up the place. Enough of all these shit. Enough. Fucking Stone Cold shirts and acne. Enough of you people. Enough. I'm sorry. Enough.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Not you guys. You guys are great, obviously. Everybody else, I mean. Sorry.
Tony Schiavone was in the ring and pointed to the Raptors for the Hook signal as he has an in-ring interview with Hook. Hook made his way to the ring with his eye still bandaged after being blinded by Chris Jericho a month ago. Schiavone asks how the eye is doing, and Hook said he can't see out of his eye. It felt like a very long pause to that. Then he says, but he can see just fine out of the other one. Hook said that he wants to fight Chris Jericho for his FTW championship right here and now in Norfolk, Virginia. Chris Jericho and the Learning Tree then interrupted. They came out to the stage and they called Hook a stupid son of a bitch. Jericho acted like he was going to give Hook what he wanted, but ultimately he said no. He says that it's not worth his time here tonight, but it will be worth his time somewhere special like Wembley Stadium. There are a few caveats, though. He says that this will be Hook's final FTW title match, and if he loses, he'll have to walk away from the Jericho Vortex forever. Taz, with his best line of the night, says, "Oh, that's a good thing." The second stipulation being that Hook faces Big Bill next week in one-on-one competition. Bill said that he'll beat Hook down and shove him or up Taz's ass, which got actually a chuckle from Taz on commentary. Hook accepted and says that he looks forward to dumping Big Bitch on his head and tearing Jericho limb from limb. And after Wembley Stadium, Jericho will never, ever be the same again. This was probably my low point of the night. I did not enjoy this. I understand getting Hook some reps on the mic, but you might want to get him some reps on the mic in pre-tapes. He's good. He's pretty good. He comes off well in the pre-tapes. When he was out in the snow eating $1 pizza, when he does the pre-tapes, when he's sitting on a stoop somewhere in Brooklyn, those are good. In-ring promos, I don't think that's his bag. He did not sound convincing. And Jericho, I said this last week when he was on commentary. I feel like this has already jumped the shark, and he's going to have to find another gimmick to get over again.
Indeed. I said earlier that Daniel Garcia should stay put. Should not go to NXT. Quite the opposite. These people have taught you everything they can. It's time to move on. Because what you need help with, I don't think anybody here can help or has the time to. Unless you're going to go talk to Christian. I don't see it. It is what it is. Let's move on. This was awful. This was heinous. This was the opposite feeling of how I felt watching Christian. It was just like, I wish I got more of that. This, oh, good Lord, please. No mas. No mas. Where the fuck is Willow?
We gave them the pass last week, but yeah, it's kind of preposterous. Willow wasn't on this week. I know they set up her all-in 0-hour matchup with Ishii against Stokely and Chris Statlander on Collision, so I guess she'll be back on Collision this week. But let's get her back on Dynamite again. I mean, she's always a highlight.
It's the most popular babyface with a vagina. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't understand. Ugh. Fuck it.
No, Power Driver Finisher, you're misunderstanding me. I'm not crediting Shivani for the most minuscule thing. I'm pointing out that this was the only good thing. The only good thing, which means that the rest of the night they have been either awful or like they're not even there.
Yeah, I hate this. This is my least favorite commentary team maybe ever. No, I didn't watch when it was fucking who it is, the guy you guys hate. No, I didn't watch. Doesn't matter who you're talking about. I wasn't watching. So no. This is my least favorite. Relatively easy.
Fair. Ace says Hook versus Chris Jericho for the FTW Championship better be on the 0 hour of All Out. That's the only progression that Hook has made. He went from the FTW Championship on the pre-show last year to the FTW Championship on the main show.
Has Jericho ever been on 0 hour?
Nope.
Oh, told you all you need to know.
Chilling with Jay says, thanks to AEWramble, I can keep up with any of the Jericho nonsense. Sounds 10 times better, 10 times more enjoyable. You guys talk about it, but wasting TV time on Jericho.
Here to help. Oh, favorite commentary for
Alex Powell says the Hook Def Rebel theme going to slap Powell.
Never mind.
I hope he has his relationship with Bronson Bronson, whatever the guy's name is, so he could use
Action
it.
Bronson.
Action Bronson. I know he had a match before, but
what was that? Favorite commentary pairing? JR and the King is a decent shout.
I would say JR and Paul Heyman for me.
Well, that's a fun one. I'm going to go with the King. JR and the King. Yes, it's immature to look back on nowadays, but I enjoyed it.
JR, Paul Heyman, Gorilla and Bobby Heenan, JR and Jerry the King Lawler, Gorilla and Jesse Ventura, and Ian Riccaboni and Nigel McGuinness.
Ooh, I'm going to go with Heenan, Tenay, and Shivani. It's my number 2, by the way. Shivani stinks, but Heenan's fantastic. Tenay's a great third. And Heenan, I heard Heenan and Shivani don't get along. I wouldn't be shocked because Heenan sounds like he's fed up with him quite a few times. I'm here for it.
Fair. That is fair. Good question there, Jacob. Thank you for the question in there. We got Chilling with Chase. He says, it's Hook. Generic music plays. Maybe a heartbeat in there for Taz.
Ooh. I can see that. That when the as the shitty music plays over the top of it.
And a hip hop beat.
Taz and Cole. Taz was fantastic back then, but Cole. If it was this Cole, that'd be all time. But
yeah, not my top 5. It could be in your top 5. That's fair, but not my top 5. On number 6, though, probably number 6.
I'm not gonna shit on you. Don't you have Triple H best heel ever? No disrespect.
Yes, he does.
No
yes,
disrespect. Vince McMahon is right there. First of all, it's Ric Flair right there. We're not gonna do all the heels. I'm not gonna do it. Come on now. He's top 10. Come on. I'm crazy.
Next up, we got the AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, making their first defense of the title since winning them back in April at AEW Dynasty against Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, the Acclaimed with Daddy Ass in their corner. Caster and Bowens jumped the Young Bucks on the stage before the match officially began as Bowens dove off the stage onto both men. As the match spilled to the ring, the Young Bucks were able to gain control. Nicholas Jackson held up the tag team titles. He held up the tag team titles to the crowd, but as the bell rang, Bowens hit an overhead bulldog on Matthew for a quick near fall. We get Daddy Ass is on the outside. He's walking to the ring to a huge ovation like he was Brock Lesnar, as Jimmy always calls him. Double teamed by the Acclaim before a blind tag by Nicholas led to a pop-up drop kick on Caster. The Bucks controlled the action during the commercial break. Matthew escaped the sesame timbers, but rolled to the floor and found himself trapped between Caster and Billy Gunn. Nicholas took out Caster with a kick, which led to Gunn chasing him around the ring. He tossed a steel chair to Daddy Ass, and referee Rick Knox caught him and ejected him from the matchup. Caster was then isolated as the Young Bucks gained the advantage. Nicholas on the outside ripped a Dunk Bucks sign ringside, which allowed Caster to battle back, avoiding attacks as the Young Bucks ran into each other for the 15%. Bowens made the tag, but was immediately cut off with an assisted sliced bread and a penalty kick for a 2 count. Bowens was isolated as we went to a second commercial break. Caster finally made the hot tag as we came back from commercial break. Commentary let us know that there would be no more commercial breaks for the rest of the night. This was at like 9:43 p.m. Eastern time. Caster ran wild with the sling blade as he shouted out Hiroshi Tanahashi by doing the imaginary guitar riff. He pressed Matthew over his head, face first, into the corner and wiped out Nicholas with a slingshot dive. Top rope crossbody attempt was caught off as all 4 men dodged double clotheslines before everyone collided for the reset. We get Caster missed a corner splash, allowing Nicholas to try for a swanton, but he got his knees up. Caster reached for Bowens, but Matthew was there to powerbomb him off the apron onto the stage. Caster kept reaching for the tag despite seeing his partner just taken out as the Bucks ran for the TK driver, but Rick Knox was smashed in the corner and bumped long enough for Matthew to hit a low blow on Max Caster. He then went to ringside and threw the tag team titles into the ring. This led to FTR coming down. They stopped them from using the tag team titles as he took the belt from Matthew. Matthew spat in his face as the referee came to. Knox saw Harwood double leg Matthew down and start beating him down, which caused for a disqualification from the referee to give the Young Bucks the victory. Billy Gunn came to the ring with security as the Acclaimed started fighting FTR. They both had to be separated as the Young Bucks escaped with the tag team titles, realizing that they pulled one over on both babyface teams. Then backstage, we cut to Renee Paquette, who was standing alongside Tony Khan Avatar, Christopher Daniels, who was furious over how the match just went down. He says the tag team title picture might be complicated. He was ready to give FTR the matchup at All In coming out of this matchup, but he says that due to how this match finished, the Acclaim still have a rightful opportunity to them as well. So he announced that it will be the Acclaim versus FTR on Collision, with the winners facing the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships at All In Wembley Stadium.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? I was thinking about sir. No, sir. No. You have no power. You're an avatar for Tony Khan. You were thinking about. You weren't thinking about shit. All right, never mind.
Tony Khan told me I had the privilege of announcing this, but now I can't. I thought the match was solid. It did not get the type of reaction that probably should have with how long they've been building this shit since like May. And I felt like this was wrong placement for the show. I know this has been kind of your overarching problem with the show, but this matchup that's been building for the past 3 months should have been either the beginning of the show, the middle of the show, or the main event. Like that was the options, not the woman spot of from what 3 months ago of 9:15, 9:20 starting this matchup. I don't agree with that. I think that even though I'm not into the feud like AEW or Tony Khan is, you've been building this for 3 months. It needed to be in a better spot on this show, which would have got more of a reaction from the crowd that wouldn't be tired and saving up for the main event. So I felt like the placement was wrong and it didn't get enough heat, but it was solid work from everybody involved, but the finish sucked. What did you think?
You probably didn't want to put in the main event because of the finish. If I would say if that's a concern, you probably had the wrong finish then. Just looking for a better finish. It's not good enough to open. Sorry, it isn't. Not compared to Mercedes and Shida. I middle of the show maybe. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
This match did nothing for me at all. And not just because Matt Jackson makes me sick. And so does Max Caster. And I just don't know. Is that Frantic World?
Yes.
Did he say it went on a little too long? That means it went way too long. That means this shit was twice as long as it needed to be. I'm sorry. I think I hated this match. But like not with the I feel righteous. I feel like that triple threat we had earlier, which was fine. I get why people thought it was really good. This match, which I think was ass, I don't think I would understand why people think it's good. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. Not just a bad finish. It's like nobody in here is particularly great anymore. I feel like Nick has. I don't know if he's got lazy hanging out with Okada or he's lost a step from pure age. I don't know. I just none of this hit for me. You know, it might be the feud. Now that I think about it, none of this hit for me, even a little bit. And I didn't buy a title change, so that never helps.
No.
Even a little bit. So, and by the way, I like the finish as a concept. I like a heel being smart, sitting here trying to get out of this fucking thing, getting out of it. It's just so nonsensical. It's just
Yeah. We got a super chat donation here from Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support as
I'm hurt
always.
And I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.
I work with children.
He says, I can honestly do without all this. Spitting in the face crap in reality shit like that can get someone killed.
It certainly can. The wrestling fans don't understand things like this. They would just go, "Oh, it's spit. What's the big deal? Just wipe it off and go on life. It's just a bracelet. It's $1. Buy another one." The dumbest people imaginable. What the fuck are we doing? Do we know if there's something wrong with Uncle Dave, by the way? Like, I mean, like, I don't want to get us in trouble, like real trouble. Do we know if there's like something wrong with him besides being a loser? Like, what I'm trying to say is, from the way he speaks, the way he acts, I could see how certain things wouldn't even like register with him. He doesn't even get it. He's not being a dick. He just doesn't understand why. Like, it's a bracelet. It's $1. I don't get the thing. Like, I don't. I can see like he would really be like that. Like, I don't.
He's never had a friend who made him attention.
He's never had a friend that's crazy. I'm just saying. Like, maybe he doesn't. It's entirely possible.
And
well,
maybe he fell asleep during the first 16 minutes of Cody and Solo, and then just rated it on all the interference and weapon use in the last 14 minutes of the 30-minute match.
Amazing.
4 stars. Great match. Great match.
Yeah, spitting in the face. Listen, anytime anybody wants to hurt Matt Jackson, I buy it completely. Yeah, I don't know what the finish of the one was, just not this one.
Yeah.
And by the way, I would have done this tag match a lot fucking earlier, not just on this card, but
like a month ago, like before Blood and Guts.
Ta-da.
And then it would have made sense why the Acclaim is upset at the FTR all these weeks.
Ooh, check you out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's because he's old though, Power Driver. Like, as an old man, we have met old men who are not going to tolerate any type of disrespect. Like, you're not going to take anything off them and then walk around with it. It's just not going to happen. Based off GP, it's just not going to happen. Let alone have your wife's name on it. It's just not going to happen. Can't take the chicken off their plate. Oh.
I just think he should just hand the stars over. I don't think he's capable of doing stars. After SummerSlam, I'm like, yo, just hand the stars over.
He can't handle stars anymore?
He can't handle the stars anymore. That used to be the only thing he was worth, like the past decade. That's the only thing worth a damn we've talked about when it comes to Uncle Dave. We don't talk about his reporting. We don't talk about his sometimes we'll talk about he does great kind of like what is it about someone passing and like going over their careers, so like a Kevin obituary. He does great at that, but like no, the star ratings, it's done. It's just the obituaries now. He only needs to do his newsletter when someone passes away.
So who's gonna give it to Alvarez?
I don't know.
We don't like Alvarez either. Okay, fair enough.
Alvarez doesn't know what a cookout is.
How many wrestling fans are not black dude? Half,
to be fair, but he's Mexican and he has black friends.
Wow, his name is Alvarez. Holy shit. He is lame.
Yo, they should do like a whole ceremony. They're doing a show in London for All In Weekend. It should be Dave, the main event of that whole show they're doing. It should be Dave handing over the stars to Alvarez.
Oh, Uncle Dave.
He was like, everybody crapped on me because I gave a 1-star, 2-star matchup at SummerSlam 4 stars. So here you go. Here you go, Brian.
Oh, shit. Wait, what did you give Cody and Solo?
I give it 3 stars. No, 2 3/4.
I agree with that. I still don't blame Solo, but that's what I was right.
No, they put him in a horrible situation. He wasn't ready.
Why a good wrestler. What do you mean he's not ready? What are they supposed to do here?
Is he a good wrestler?
I'm following Punk and Drew.
He's a good character.
He's fine. I'm following Rhea and them. I'm following LA Knight's best match. What do you want me to do? And you all waiting for Roman, ain't you? What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? I don't understand. I don't know what you want.
Okay. He said that's Tony's announcement. That's hilarious. It's Albert. No, big man dogs. That's incorrect. No, I do like Steven Larson. They're good. They do good star ratings, but the best star ratings are my star ratings. So follow me at True Hill SP3. Cheap plug. But yes, Chillin' with Chase says Solo was not wrestling the style he is best at.
There's just no heat in that match. He's trying to get heat, and it's hard to watch. For me, at least. No. What the fuck's wrong? No.
It was a bloodline rules matchup, no DQ, and they didn't use any weapons for the first 16 minutes of the matchup. They had a regular ass matchup for 16 minutes.
I don't like the way it was played out.
It was not laid out well at all.
That was a miss for me.
And I said it before. I was like, I'd probably rate that the 2 3/4 to the 5-minute Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn matchup. But guess what? I will watch that back before I watch 30 minutes of a 2 3/4 matchup. Then we got probably the highlight of this show, Bryan Danielson, as they hype up his title versus career matchup at All In against Swerve Strickland, and they do a career retrospective to Green Day's Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. We get the backing track for all the highlights of Daniel's career in AEW and around the world, including in Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. We even had highlights from the documentary Wrestling Road Diaries with Colt Cabana. We hear Bryan throughout it talking about how he's willing to put his career on the line for one more shot at the AEW World Championship. I love the little spot where they show him and Claudio back on the independent scene, and then them in AEW. They go over the start of the Blackpool Combat Club and how they were going to bring unreal wrestling violence to AEW, and it ended with Bryan saying, "If you fight for your dreams will fight for you." I absolutely love this video package. This was great stuff, highlighting. I told you, like I got so hyped when I heard the pain is temporary, but pride is forever. The first great Bryan promo that we ever got. When people still was saying Bryan is nothing but an in-ring guy, the first great Bryan promo was not when he went to WWE. It was when he was completely tattered at the end of his world title reign, and he cut that pain is temporary, pride is forever. Whenever I go into the Aberdeen, Washington wrestling school, it says it on the wall. Pain is temporary and pride is forever. That was the first great promo I ever heard from him. Love the highlights with him and Nigel. We were there for his final matchup at Ring of Honor in Hammerstein Ballroom at Glory by Honor 2009. We saw pictures and visuals from that as well. This was phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. What did you think?
Only Bryan Danielson can get me excited about the fucking 76 video package of the night. I loved it. I thought it was really well done. I almost got emotional because it kind of felt like Bryan died.
It felt like this was like Sting. It was like the Sting shit all over again. Like we're getting ready for his fight. This is the final countdown. It's a wrap after this.
Yeah, I really hope it isn't. I really hope Dragon wins this fucking match. This is great. This is really well done. The production crew deserves. Who is it? Mansuri? There was a lot of credit on this. I just wish they didn't have to do so goddamn much. That's your fault, guys. You don't book. I'm just saying. I want to clear this notion up, by the way. I want to clear this notion up because I don't know how you all feel about it, but I want to be clear about what it is. To be clear, a video package is not built. It is not. It can be dope. It can be cool. It can be fantastic. It's just not build. What do you call it? I don't know. But it's not a build. It isn't. Sorry to break the news to you. I'm here to help. If you build a house and you lay bricks on the house 1 week, you lay bricks on the house next week, and then bricks on the house the week after that, then the 4th week, you show me all the bricks you laid in a nice little video, you are no longer building my goddamn house. You just show me a video. What do you expect?
We got Alex Blau who says this was probably better than the monster video package they did for Bryan ahead of WrestleMania 30. We got Annika who says it was cool, but can we please kill this notion that this video package is better than My Way and Monster from Mania 30? Didn't even know this was a notion. Goddamn.
Apparently it is. It's still not better than My Way. It's the greatest video package ever.
Yeah, that's the greatest. That's the greatest.
Monster?
Monster is a top 3. I wasn't comparing it or putting it against any of the WWE packages. It's probably the best video package in AEW history, though.
I mean, I'm sure.
This and the Hangman Kenny one before Full Gear 2020.
I was there. I'm sure I watched it. I'm sure we talked about it.
I'm sure we talked about it.
Yeah, I want Bryan to win too. For any world, I'm all for short title reigns. I'm not one of these people who think Bryan needs to be long. Swerve can lose. He can get it back. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm fine with Swerve losing at All In and then getting it back. He's already a main man after the Ospreay feud and that win. He's a main man.
Think so?
I feel like that was the signature win of this reign.
Yeah, him losing it when he's back. I don't think it hurts him. Like I watched Triple H rock 3 titles for 6 months. I am completely fine.
We got
taking Michaels. Oh
yeah. Running up that hill. Running up that hill is number 2 to me. Undertaker and Michaels running up that hill is the number 2 video package in WWE history.
I'm trying to think. Maybe I just like it because of the actual feud. It's a great feud.
It's a great feud, but the song fits so well with Michael's journey. You're running up that hill. You're running up that.
You know what?
It was just song and like it fit more than even more than My Way to me, because My Way you have the whole interlude where they cut the song and they talk about the whole Deborah angle of the whole storyline, which
here we go.
Still to this day does not make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. At the beginning of it, doesn't make any sense. Like Vince just saying you're the Rock's manager now is insane. That's not how that works. Sorry, and it's never worked that way ever. But all right. Yes, I watch AEW. At this point,
thanks for joining us for your first time.
Yes.
Come back every Thursday. We're here.
It's interesting. I'll say that much. It's usually good, but it's been a rough couple weeks.
We got I can't wait for him to come out the final countdown. He has to on this one. It's gonna be a great moment. MCAT says everyone says Hangman screws Swerve at All In, but I think he tries to screw Danielson so that when he does face Swerve, it's for the world title. I think Bryan wins no matter what.
I don't hate this idea. It runs the risk of making Hangman look incompetent, which I never like. If Hangman fucks up Danielson should lose. Hangman's a whole monster. Okay.
So I agree with this concept by Power Driver Finisher. He says, My Way had both men looking good. This was just for Danielson. I don't know if that affects the placement and greatness. Yeah, I think that this is more akin to the Ric Flair retirement video package. Leave the memories alone. Don't change a thing. Like an individual video package, I think is different than a video package that documents a whole rivalry.
I would take away 80 points for him using this song from Logan and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. Take away any points. We know that's where you got the idea. Step back on this.
No, Brian actually said it in an interview that he said that's the song that he wants to have played at his funeral.
I mean, you're not dying. What the fuck are you talking about? What's this?
Hey, he said it in an interview.
Right. Yes. Yeah. The Sting one before his matchup at Revolution. That's up there. That's up there for AEW for sure. We got also Big Man Dog says, I think Swerve is a made man from main eventing All In. It doesn't matter if he loses. That's fair too. Okay, we need to decide what we mean by main man. Because here's what I mean, to be clear. To me, there's a difference between a main eventer and a main man. To me.
Okay.
Like I think Drew just became a main man. Like yesterday with the Punk feud. Like Brett versus Austin made Austin a main eventer. And then the Vince stuff made him a main man. He was going to be Austin for the rest of his life. I don't know if Swerve's there yet. I'm not sure what will get Swerve there. Maybe he is there.
I think Swerve is there. I think that the Hangman feud made him a main eventer, and then the title reign with the win against Ospreay at Forbidden Door made him a main man. I'm not that. To be clear, we're talking about AEW. I don't want to hear anybody come. Well, if he joined WWE, he would be. Oh, he's not. He's an AEW. Yeah, he's not. Sometimes they let you start from scratch, or sometimes you're coach.
Jesus, what? You name another Cody.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said. Cody is the exception to the rule. Because people tend to forget that Cody came back as a made man with Vince still in charge. This is not Triple H. Triple H is in charge now. Now you come back and you're in a bigger spot than you were when you left. No, he came back a made man with Vincent Kennedy McMahon in charge after making his name in Ring of Honor, New Japan, and AEW.
That is shocking to me. I still baffled by this. Last great thing Vince did. I don't know. We'll see. Because Swerve's about to lose his fucking belt, I think. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if he stays in that spot. I don't particularly trust. What does it matter? If he's a main man, Tony Khan's book can't hurt him. So fuck it. We'll see.
But yeah, great video package. Definitely go out of your way to see it if you haven't already from last night's show. But then finally, we had our main event of the show. Bryan Danielson was there in the front row following the airing of his video package as we had AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana going up against Bryan's student and Blackpool Combat Club stablemate Wheeler Yuta. We had Swerve, who is ready to show Bryan what he has in store for him at All In. What he has in store for him?
I'm not sure as funny to me as it is.
I don't know. Strickland wasted no time sending Yuta to the outside. He started hitting his head against the barricade. And then talking trash to Bryan, getting in Bryan's face, saying this is just an appetizer and he will retire Danielson. Back in the ring, Yuta tried to fight back, but Swerve hit a uppercut out of the corner. And again, mocked Danielson, who cheered Yuta on, tried to get the crowd behind Yuta as well. Strickland applied an inverted stretch muffler before Yuta wrenched at his hands and stomped down. Who countered into some kicks of his own, did Strickland. Yuta countered a buckle bomb into a Hurricane Rana to the floor where he connected with an elbow suicida. Back inside, Strickland sidestepped and Yuta crashed and burned as he went for a dive. Strickland applied the label lock, but Yuta rolled out of it into an ankle lock. Strickland did a British escape as Yuta tried a Nigel lariat, but instead he got hit with the hammer and anvil. He hit the hammer and anvil elbows on Strickland and then a seatbelt pin for a close two. Strickland tried a rolling flatliner, but Yuta sidestepped and hit a snap German suplex. He tried for the cattle mutilation, but Strickland escaped. They slapped the hell out of each other for a minute there. And then Strickland absorbed the blows with a smile on his face. He hit an uppercut, headbutt, then followed up with 3 house calls to the side of Wheeler's head. He then grabbed his arms and did the Bryan Danielson kick his fucking head in as he stomped down on Yuta. Then he placed his arms underneath them, ground and pound, and started just wailing on Yuta until the referee called for the bell. Strickland wouldn't stop even after the bell rang until Bryan was able to jump the barricade and hit the ring, and Strickland bailed. Swerve got on the mic after the matchup, and he had a message for Bryan Danielson. He says that that's just an example of what he'll do to Bryan in 2 weeks at All In at Wembley Stadium. And he asked Bryan if he was going to bring his family to the matchup. I swear, whenever Swerve brings up anybody's family, you just have flashbacks of the first time he ever brought up somebody's family. Right where Danielson sat tonight, he said the same thing will happen for his daughter. And the crowd said, ooh. And he says that his daughter will watch her dad wrestle his last match. Strickland will force Danielson to quit, and he'll retire him. Strickland left as he also said that he plans on crippling Bryan Danielson at All In right in front of his daughter. Danielson tended to Yuta, but he turned his back in the process. This led to Swerve coming in, sprinting down, and hitting a house call right to Danielson's head. And then he stood over him and mockingly did the yes chant, but he did it slow enough so the crowd couldn't get behind him. But this was a great final visual for the matchup and another great chapter in the build to this all-in main event. And in a matter of a month, they have made this match feel big. It feels huge and it feels important. And plus you have the stakes involved that makes it an unpredictable outcome where you can see Swerve winning and retaining the gold, but you can't see Bryan's career ending. So you think Bryan can win. So it goes either way, depending on how you view the build so far. But Jimmy, what did you think about the match and the post-match with Swerve showing his mind games once again?
Match was fine. It's not a main event, to be clear. You know what? That's sold it for me. Swerve's not a main event. Because fucking Roman versus Yuta is what's the equivalent of Yuta in fucking WWE? Roman versus Theory is a fucking main event. It's this. He's Roman. It is. No disrespect. So that's sold it.
Drew versus Theory is not a main event.
That's a good point. I was thinking about that. Like, Yuta's just.
I know.
Yuta's just.
When you looked up, I was like, you literally just called Drew McIntyre a main event. Drew versus Theory is not a main event.
I was thinking about anybody except Roman, Punk, Cody. Sorry. No. So, fair enough. Match is fine. It's weirdly booked because Swerve is significantly more popular than Yuta. And Yuta's the babyface, yo. So nobody gives a fuck about fucking Swerve beating the shit out of Yuta. Not even with Dragon as a proxy. The post-match, stop it. Roman Solo is a main event. Knock it off. Knock it all the way off. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Skip. Don't do that.
It's the main event storyline. Don't do that, Francis. It's
don't
the
do
main
that. Don't
event
do that.
storyline.
It main events everything except WrestleMania. Knock it off. Yeah, this is fine. The post match is really good. Drew and Andrade, TV main event, sure. Yeah, the post match is really good. Swerve is a great character. I don't know how he fits into this world, outside the fact that he's the main character. Apparently, him and Hangman. I am very curious. I don't know what to expect from the fucking pay-per-view. This is how it should be. I don't ask much.
Yeah, I agree. They've done a great job. They've done a great job between the promo work, between the little angles and the mind games of Swerve. But like I said last week, Swerve is he might be one of the best popular antagonists that I've seen in wrestling. His bag is as an antagonist, but he's too popular to be a full-on heel at the same time.
I'm not sure that's still the case. I'm curious what happens after this Dragon match.
That's fair. Do you think that this justifies how Hangman's feeling?
I wish we got more Hangman. Just going, see? You fucking see? This guy's a fucking scumbag. I told you.
I loved they did the after the show a Bryan promo where he said that the last time you talked about somebody's family, you broke into his house. He was like, you don't want to find out what happened to the last guy that tried to break into my house. Bringing up when the guy the burglar broke into him and Bree's house and he beat him down and had to wait for the cops.
Jesus, I don't remember this. Holy shit.
Awesome. Yeah, you didn't hear that story? This was back in like the 2010s, so late 2010s.
I wasn't watching. Why would I? Ugh. Sounds awful. Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here for this feud. It's been really well done. I really don't know what to expect for this match at all.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm overthinking it. Dragon's gonna fucking lose. Like everything they've said is Dragon's gonna lose. They give you a video package that he's going to lose. Everybody's saying it's going to be Hangman and Swerve. Everything's saying he's going to lose. Why am I so afraid to say he's going to fucking lose? I don't know.
Because he's Bryan Danielson. He is definitely he's the main man. He's the main man. So. Right, Bryan Danielson. I can't imagine this is the end of the road. I can't. I refuse to not.
Doesn't he need neck surgery?
He does. He did say that.
Isn't this? Did he say this was gonna be his last year being a full-time thing? It's fucking August. Why wouldn't this be the end? I don't know why I'm so against this. I don't know.
I love it. I love that we're on the same page with that stuff. But yes, we've made it to the end of another edition of AEW Dynamite. Sound off in the live chat. We want to thank you all for sending those super chat donations. Final call for super chat donations. If you have a thought you want to give about this episode of AEW Dynamite, you can send a super chat donation. But you could also sound off about your opinions of this show with your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP. Out of 10, what did you give the show? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. For the August 14th, 2024 edition of AEW Dynamite in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs in the middle from Jimmy. Thumbs up from me. Out of 10, what did you give this show, Jimmy?
6.5. Too many fucking video packages, even if they're all good. One really good match. One match you all seem to enjoy. And a tag match, which was kind of lame. Not to mention one of the worst in-ring segments in a long while with Hook and Jericho. Sorry. 6.5. Yeah, I know I'm right. See? 7.5 power down finisher. That means I'm right. Absolutely.
I'm giving it a 7. 7 out of 10 for me. Thumbs up. I really enjoyed the video packages. Despite it being a lot of the show, I really enjoyed all of them. So I can't knock it because of the video packages.
See this? How you're wrong. A 7 from Frantic World? Come on, man. You know Frantic World got the Frantic World bump on there. Come on now. Knock it off. This is a 5 show. This is a 5 show. I went way too high. I apologize.
Oh my God. No, you can't retract now. But no, I've been a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed the Bryan video package most of all, the Mariah May video package, MJF and Will Ospreay. I thought the Mercedes and Hikaru Shida match was good, very good. In fact, I thought the three-way matchup was splendid. It was and I enjoyed a lot of the promo work on this show as well, except for Hook and Jericho. That was not good. Not good at all. But Jimmy, what was your match of the night?
Oh, come on now. Mercedes and Shida with relative ease. Mercedes the fucking natural. At wrestling, to be clear.
I'm gonna go with OC, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong.
What kind of sexist, fucking racist horseshit is this? What? What? Oh my God. Tony Khan, this guy's this a bitch.
Told you. I thought it was a very good matchup. I told you from the start. I thought it was a very good matchup. Who was your MVP for the show?
Fucking Mike Mansouri, who did all the fucking work on this goddamn show. Mike Mansouri and his crew. Jesus. What the fuck? Four video packages. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna go with Swerve Strickland because he came off like an absolute menace and savage at the end with the daughter line. I'm gonna cripple you in front of your daughter. And I like the way that he beat Yuta as well. Didn't even pin him after all the house calls. He just started stomping down on his head and punching him, showing how dangerous he can be and what he plans on doing to Bryan. So I got to give it to Swerve. LVP for the show, Jimmy.
Tony Khan, this show is a mess laid out. And that's your job. One of the many jobs you're not very good at. You better be announcing a fucking TV deal. Otherwise, we gotta have a discussion.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well. LVP Tony Khan, because the layout and the pacing of the show was the biggest kind of hurdle that it had for it. No, I was gonna say even more than Hook and Jericho. No, that was by far the worst thing on the show. But the how everything was laid out. Like if you would have gave me the same show but placed stuff in different ways, I think this would have been a good show to everyone instead of just having these ratings are all over the place, but no one's going higher than 7.5. So, but that is all from us. We got Ace in the chat who says MVP Swerve. We got Frantic World who listened to you at least this week. He said Mercedes, Shida, Mariah, and Swerve. He didn't say the women, but he named all the women.
I'm gonna go back and look at all these fucking episodes. I guarantee there's a woman in all of them. I'm just so curious as to why. You overcompensated for something, maybe? You want a Me Too list somewhere? I'm concerned.
We got Frantic World that says Chris Jericho for LVP. We got
the best motherfucker in that segment. How dare you?
Big Man Dogs that says Tony is always my honorary LVP besides that Texas Chainsaw episode. We got Ace who says Chris Jericho and Hook for LVP.
Thank you. We all like Hook. Come on, man. We all like Hook, don't we? You guys get rid of the hookers thing. You all come back down to earth. But you all like him. Well, come on now. You can't run.
We like Hook, but that was bad. That was not good. That wasn't good. You could tell he doesn't have that many reps on the mic. Power Driver Finisher says match of the night: Shida, Mercedes, MVP Danielson, LVP Jericho, Hook, Shivani, and Christopher Daniels.
You know, I was gonna make a match, but now I decided you weren't gonna do shit. You can't make matches. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You have no authority, sir. What are you talking about? You're talking like you have some type of authority here.
Seriously, knock off.
Jimmy, let everybody know where they can follow you on social media and anything else you want to plug.
No, pass it. Good. We had a nice interaction. Let's just leave it here.
Like you say that at the end of the day. Like, call me? Nah, let's leave it right here. Let's just end this right here. We'll be fine. Yeah. But you can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueHillHeat. Patreon.com/TrueHillHeat. $3 a month. The best place to support us when we are not live here. We won't have any. I think we are going to actually do a live stream tomorrow for the NJPW G1 Climax 34 Final Four. We're down to 4 in the tournament. It's Yota Tsuji going up against David Finlay of Bullet Club War Dogs. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shingo Takagi over in the A block. So we're down to 4. Konosuke Takeshita, though, he ended his tournament today, but what a performance. He needs to come back and get pushed to the moon, Tony Khan. I know you're watching, Tony Khan. Please push Takeshita to the moon. He proved himself as one of the very best wrestlers in the world. And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. It'll be me and Sanal with our G1 Climax 34 Final Four preview for this weekend, semifinals and finals. So join us live for that tomorrow. I'm going to say for now, probably 12:05-ish Eastern time. It won't be a long one, but we'll talk and preview the Final Four before we do our review of the finals coming up on Monday with myself, Sanal, NJ News. But I'll be back here as well on Saturday, 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time, the True Hill Heat flagship podcast, where we'll be talking about the week that was in professional wrestling, WWE, AEW, New Japan, TNA, ROH, and everything in between. So see y'all for that. But thank you to Jimmy. Thank you for all of you who joined us, all of you who send super chat donations. We appreciate y'all. Until next Thursday, this has been AEWramble, episode 159, Time of Your Life. We are signing off until next time. Later, y'all.